Welcome to official SLTV channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share my video and press the red button. Please help me to share my video.
We found now this wonderful forum na morning after na good evening akabo na kushe. This now William from the Stay Red movement. And today don't happen for be Monday, the 25th of November 2024. We found we get plenty things that we can discuss today, especially attacks against the mighty APC, deceitful informations and messages that were out there, where they castigate and blackmail stakeholders and also the APC as an institution. We get for dissect some of them things that are going to and make me discuss now more we see the reality and fact, because some of them things they are a hindrance to the progress and development of this party. So we not go just sit down, we make like we not see them. Again, the formulas like I always tell you now, me William of Stay Red movement not go cancel now the comfort now with lies. Lies will not go for be realistic. Lies will not go for help now. Lies will not go for change nothing. Lie when a consistent story will not go for transform nothing. In fact, a hindrance to now young progress to the party go before one. Instead of that, I don't mind that discouraging with the truth. The truth will be tormenting. It go be discouraging. It go torment you. It go make you become uncomfortable. But if not that medicine that you for drink for make you well, no matter how it bitter, trust me, I go offer on that medicine day. And exactly that's what happen because we don't get consistent life from January. I mean, from 2023 then the lie per week. This the can happen, that the can happen. The one woman not come out Kenya when a lawyer he don't come. Mother Bureau don't get 10 days. Mother Bureau begin pack. In fact, the ministers then say that they can't resign. They all resign. Chericoco don't run away. All kind lie don't come. But 30 days we day is we day. Ekomogin they come in impact yanda. You understand? So instead of we continuously go na lies, hope them when not realistic. Then I can say abo padamansus. Instead of that, me William, I go always deny for tell una the truth. Exactly how the truth is. At the end of the day, when you hear the truth too much, you go and doubt, this guy, I doubt him. But if not the truth, whether you doubt me or not, but that's the truth they like. You understand what I mean? And we will continue for pass on to una. And I want to say thank you to we followers, them, supporters, and every other where they ask questions, ask me for address certain issues. Yesterday, inside the audio I do yesterday, I decided to skip this visitation of the Liberian president, but members are not give one alafia, one blow not get the same for talk about time. I listen about passing, but for address that situation. So today I there for address that situation day and make sure so we get clarity about that day. Then we move to several other things them again will therefore do with the present happenings inside the political party as APC. But my family always say this: the APC bigger than we all. The APC bigger than any camp, than any flag bearer. May we not take with flag bearer fight and put them against the party. Let we not take with love or affection and attachment to certain individuals, whether we don't come off of flag bearer, we intend for come off of flag bearer. We put them and take them bigger than the progress and development of the mighty APC. The party big pass with all. The party now the umbrella and under the we can never be bigger than the party at all. So we'll get that in our mind as we talk about the APC, and so we'll continue for support the mighty APC. First of all, the new trend right now, me fambule, now the visitation of the Liberian president.
Listen.
We all know, say 4 days ago, about few days ago, sorry, the Liberian president win another person, but His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai, he can pay a 3 days bilateral visit to Sierra Leone. It is Sierra Leone for 3 days. Some people talk say as he can go and 3 days it is Sierra Leone, and they address several issues. Them some of we don't understand what the meeting they about. Well, this meeting it got a lot to do with the MRU and the Mano River Union, and also as we all associate and they now the ECOWAS sub-region, and several things that we then discuss from the commitments to democracy, trade and commerce, and industrial development, and several other things. Then, but what I go do? I just put them into 3 categories, but I will allow Unamuna listen to the presentation of this particular visit and judge for yourself before I take them. Because when they make they do this, people and they pass information say, then people can't discuss about how Mother Bill for hand over power. This president from Liberia, they can't tell Mother Bill say, pa na so for hand over power, then send me as an emissary, then send me as an ambassador for can talk to you. That was not the case. I make I tell you now, so one of the things we then discuss are the commitment to democracy. But we'll listen for we safe, then we go judge for we safe. Yeah, me family.
Then to country, yeah.
been sign communique for sake of this worker and be later on engage journalists them and explain to them in detail. But what them two head of states have been discussed in terms of development and coordination. And the Minister of Foreign Affairs in Liberia, Sarah Bay Solo, being read to journalists them within the inside this communique.
Mutual understanding and brotherly atmosphere. The heads of state review the status of political, diplomatic, economic, social, and cultural, as well as security cooperation between the two countries, as well as the Mana River Union, MRU. They agree on partnerships to advance transformative initiatives in diverse sectors, including food security, that will create opportunities for economic growth and development in the two countries.
Say the president of Liberia been congratulate President Bio for a flagship program when at the fifth salon.
Excellency President Boyka especially applauded His Excellency President Bio's flagship program, Feed Salon, and his dedication to revolutionize agriculture in Sierra Leone. His Excellency President Bio commended President Boyka on his initiatives to prioritize agriculture as a critical driver for food security, job creation, and poverty reduction. In that vein, the two heads of state underscored their dedication to unite the sub-region and the continent and partner around a common goal to ameliorate the hunger situation in the region and to create the necessary conditions to feed the people and create jobs through the utilization of the already fertile land transformative agricultural initiatives.
They continue to say the two head of states them being same way so discuss on the democratic challenge in the Mano River Union and ECOWAS region, and we continue their commitments for support peaceful transfer of power for maintain peace and security in the region.
The two heads of state discussed the democratic challenges in the MRU and ECOWAS region and reaffirmed their commitment to support peaceful democratic transition of power in order to maintain peace and security in the region. Also discussed was cross-border cooperation to boost peaceful coexistence between border communities and cultural diversity, as well as economic activities to increase trade between Liberia and Sierra Leone.
The president of Liberia, His Excellency Joseph Numa Boakai Sr., been congratulates President Bio for in leadership in the UN Security Council and be end up appreciate him for the way how he welcome in any delegation na Salon. For Liberty Online TV, me na Mayatu Sheriff.
Okay, Madam Mayatu Sheriff, thank you. My family analysis for myself. I decide willfully not for break up, not for do any analysis for make una area and raw one for una self. Una area where then talk say, then discuss because the whole thing center around the discussion of the commitments for the handing over power, then commitments to smooth transition of power. They said and discuss several things. Them all what they discuss. Now I put them inside 4 categories. Them the one category I say industrial development, trade and commerce, security and open security, trade and commerce, security, and then democratic. Commitment to democracy. Because the challenges we then discuss now, a wrap around them 4 areas there. So then talk about the commitment to smooth transition of power. You know, cancel and say you for hand over power. Then talk about the commitment. When I say a commitment, now a pledge, democratic pledge. Samura. Madabio they about for finish in second term. And obviously, after in second term, he get for hand over. So then discuss about the commitment, say we get for do and obviously that's something where we committed to, and it get for be a smooth process. It's nothing like we get for hand over power. People then say, well, if for hand over power, you need for do this, you need for talk about there's no discussion about that. And make a go na something. Make una they understand what's the goal. If this was really, let's just accept for the sake of argument, say this particular meeting now for make the hand over power to Samura Kamara. This man, obviously, we don't engage Mother Biosu. He must engage the opposition because if he can, he not go just card because one person, he get to be a mediator between the opposition and the incumbents. We don't talk to Mother Bio, you get to engage them, but there is not, in fact, the man no knows Samura Kamara did. You get me? Eh? When he come, he go meet Mother Bio, then discuss several lengths within them within the Mano River, one of the MRU. The Mano River Union, and also the ECOWAS at large, when are they with it? Then discuss several issues, then including how they go strengthen the bilateral tie between Sierra Leone and Liberia in terms of security, trade, and development, all kinds of different things and then discuss. I mean, 4 days and visit different other sectors than Sierra Leone, go to different departments then, these presidents. So in that time, somebody can tell you, say, and say for handover. No. Then discuss, then commitments to smooth transition of power. You will get the audio, you can reverse them, you go read the word commitment to wait and discuss. You get me? So make nobody not can fool we, nobody not can mix up. We are not going to waste time by this particular visit. There are lots, like I said earlier, for discuss, but inside this particular program is today. You know, people before I say that safe, make I just say this. I can always tell people and say propaganda is always sweet for you, but propaganda not a change reality. Propaganda not different from fake. Propaganda not gonna make what's impossible possible. So when una dey spread them propaganda there, una just they disgrace una self. That's when I grab the other ten and say ministers and go meet Madabio and they can resign. And I know say Madabio they right now they all on torment. What the minister would all resign? Una left for the life of people them. Una left for the give people them false hope. Una stop for the doing stuff there. I wouldn't they count the information. Then not they play for una audio una listen. If I go and play back then they confuse una with what they say. You get me? And I make this here, I left and make it play smooth, like I them present them. Make una hear am for una safe. So this propaganda business, una more stop them. Now, I be always say one thing. I say Samura Kamara, in our plan, it not affect the SLPP, it affects the APC. Now, we will talk more on this kind of topic. One thing first, what they want clear. People that they go and talk say, the party leadership say, let we move on. They say we win, but we need for move on. We need for work towards the 2028 election. They say, now so the party executive say, which is a very deceptive, very big deceptive statement. When I say deceptive, that means they lie, not to any true information. If I'm for no understand, very big deceptive statement. How it be deceptive? Now, this very party. Now the whole elected officials, them, when our members of parliament, councillors, and everybody say they're not for attend parliament and not for go councils and several other things. You know, and Dr. Samura Kamara, when are the leader will go vote for, when are the political head of the party, Dr. Samura Kamara, now in the can meet them back and say, no, we don't go to we don't sign a communique on the 16th, 17th, and the 18th of October, when are the peace and cohesion communique. And when we sign them, one of the recommendations we get for the day, for Mokuna return back na parliament. They say how the minister, you know how they say the parliamentarians and the pressure Samura Kamara. Now make Samura Kamara say make them go. But the thing don't make sense. Samura Kamara, let's assume say yes, now to say the members of parliament, the councillors, the MPs, I mean say the MPs, the mayors, the chairman them, most of them 500. Then be the pressure of Samura Kamara for make the return. But Samura Kamara, obligation to more than 8 million Sierra Leoneans then. We want progress and transformation of this country. So for say that pressure, the Dr. Samura Kamara look the pressure and decide for satisfy the 500 people and left 8 million people. Is that what you are telling us? You don't get me, eh? But we'll continue with the topic where they talk about. They say the party say for move on and forget about the 2020, which is a deceptive statement. It's a fallacy, it's a lie, it's a blackmailing statement towards the party. After the party make this stand, Dr. Samura Kamara now lead the party to the agreement for national unity. What is a peace and cohesion? It means make sanity there at the country. The political tension be too high. Make it at this country. Cohesion means make them work together. Make them work together. If the APC parliamentarians, councillors, chairpersons, and all that not be good at them offices, then what if we don't get now one political party, if we don't get this, I don't call them one party system. Now, if we don't get Sierra Leone, and no government not in the world, no institution not in the world where they support a one-party system. It's not democratic. So nobody want to work with one-party system. And that exactly for don't happen. You get me? Eh? And what happen now? Samura Kamara say no, make una do cohesion. Una come together, make una work. And then go send with them call the agreement for national unity. National unity means say, make everybody come together, make them run the government. The government were inclusive of the opposition. And that's exactly Samura Kamara do. Through the October 18th document, then we come back to the tripartite. The tripartite now reforms. The tripartite now reforms. Both legal, constitutional, and structural reforms. Then the tripartite they about. Now, don't go sign this tripartite document after they don't make recommendations. Them one are the 80 plus 4 recommendations among the 8 recommendations. So we don't do the agreements for national unity. So it turned to 8 plus 4 recommendations, one are 84 recommendations. Now they don't go make these recommendations. Inside these recommendations, there is nothing like the 57%. 57.15% vote with Samura Kamara. There is nothing like the winning of Dr. Samura Kamara. There is nothing like any of those statements. What in they said that particular documents they wait and go sign on that particular given date day, it got to do with recommendations strictly. Okay, so if the party don't see this, you don't realize, all right, well, this is about the recommendations and nothing else. And Dr. Samura Kamara, being the leader, approve of them. I want to repeat again. Dr. Samura Kamara, being the leader, acknowledge and approve of that. So if the party now come, he say, waiting, this is done and dusted. We win the election, but we can move on. What make the party say that statement? The party to come because the elected official, the leader of the mighty APC winner, Dr. Samura Kamara, don't go sign an agreement to dialogue. We end up with reform. Instead of it end up with demand for installation of the rightful president, the person where the people vote for. When me and you vote for, when Dr. Samura Kamara, instead of Dr. Samura Kamara go sign a document, what got for do with how they go install them, how Mother Bill go hand over power, how we go defend the result for come out, or the 57.15% vote where Dr. Samura Kamara don't score. Instead of that, Dr. Samura Kamara go sign reform. What does reform mean, or what does reform stand for? Reform, now for me, like out ideas, are for change something so that they go get a better picture of next time. You get me? For me, they make some changes, some adjustments, especially when they realize say loopholes there, crack there, they adjust them. And purpose the way they do them now for apply them next time. So it will be a better picture, a better document, a better rules, a better constitution, a better instruction, a better guidance. You get me? So now that Dr. Samura Kamara go sign, instead of Dr. Samura Kamara go sign say, bo me 57.50% votes for not see him, not to the move. Or a sign say, una for install me, because you know why? Now me na the rightful winner of this election. In fact, I got a commanding lead. So if Dr. Samura Kamara winner the leader, not take that as the chief negotiator na the tripartite. The chief negotiator, when I say chief, that's not the boss by negotiation. If he not sign, nothing on the other way makes sense. Instead of Dr. Samura Kamara sign, we go sign say, make Mother Bio. Well, make Mother Bio implement the tripartite. If Mother Bio implement the tripartite, he can implement and say, because he got 3 phases. Now I'm tell you say, if it be implementable and actionable, when we say therefore pass and through law, therefore put in a constitution, if the reform for take the structural reform for take place at ECSL and several other sectors, then the actionable now the aspect of implementation. Take to the next election, how then they produce results, how then for tally results, all the inside the 84 recommendations. So if you don't wait for make it be actionable and implementable, trust me, that means until the next election. And that's exactly Samura Kamara go sign. Meaning, technically, it don't give Mother Bill for complete in term. So if the party can now, the party say, okay, well, this is done and dusted. There is no changes so they under. You understand? We win. We all know say we win, but make we move on. Because the leader, he don't go sign to dialogue instead of he go sign for make them install them. He don't go sign for make them do reform instead of he go sign for make them produce results. He don't go sign for make Mother Bill implement instead of he go sign say therefore install and power because now he win. Or therefore produce the 57.15% or therefore produce the result. You get me? This all Dr. Samura Kamara not consider them. So waiting at the party now we talk say, well, this don't happen. No, una more move on. Let me look into this talk properly. You know, there are people that they talk about Mother Bill, how Mother Bill na a legal government. Mother Bill na you understand now, government when they're not recognized, they're not install them. I mean, they not do inauguration for them and several other things. You know, I want to say this. I don't repeat plenty to inside this audio because I want people to get things clear. Now, inauguration, now an introduction process. It's just like where you know the first issue you take up this office and go make a party for you, or like when you married you with, or when you go marker, for example. That first process day, then go make them big because they're not the process. They married now wanted you married in your life. Unless if you do them after every 10 years, now just a ceremony, just celebration. The marriage don't happen. So when they don't inaugurate you, now pass you left. If you win back second phase, now continue no more now. Then I go reintroduce you again because they don't get to introduce you. If you choose to make an inauguration, you can do them, full, small, or big. It's left to you. But if you not choose, you can move on. And most, I can tell you, I say 85% of presidents all over the world, not they bother do inauguration second time. You say they don't recognize Madabio. They don't recognize Madabio. You're in the audio I played just now, where Madabio served at the United Nations Security Council. Apart of that again, Madabio, they represent Sierra Leone every side. Governments were illegal. It gets sanction and embargo. Then they barricade you. Then they block certain things, certain facilities, then they block, and certain finance, no, they come to you. You get me? But Madabio not under any jurisdiction. Madabio they move freely, cut across the country or cut across the world. Then when I still they talk say Madabio is illegal. But anyways, even if Madabio be illegal, because we all know say Madabio thief the election. The elections were rigged. There is nobody, no they way, no that. You get me? Nobody, no they way, no say we win the election, but Madabio rigged the election. Nobody know they way, no that. But what happened? The decision of the leader, now we all follow. The way I can sing for now, follow the leader. The decision of the leader, now we all follow. What are the decision of the leader? What is the decision? The decision of the leader is that when we move on, let allow Madabio for implement. And our leader, they tell we say, therefore produce results. Results where you know say ECSL make a clear to and say, bra, we know they produce result too. Because according to section 92 of our own constitution, we act, when are the election act, it tell me say we can do summary. We don't do summary. Right now, you go to the website, summary today. They say we don't do summary, so we don't get no result. So Samura Kamara, the option with Samura Kamara get, now for all them at the neck, that time when they signed the agreement for national unity, and that time when they signed the tripartite. But was it done? No. So now they can't blame the party for statements what the party make. Say more move on. What do you want me the party do? Make we sit down. You know, this is the reason why make instead of people vex because of this thievery will take place, this rogue will take place. Me, I believe some people vex and the SLPP then go attack. Now the SLPP then go challenge. But more look what thing they happen. Instead of that, all the one they talk for Samura Kamara, all the one they say they talk for electoral justice, they all are the party that they can attack back. You understand? They all are the party back, then they can attack. Like the party and do them something. So then they claim say the party not fight for them, the party not defend the election or the electoral justice fight. I can't say electoral justice fight. The party not defend the election. How you go say the party not defend the election when the party take all his stand, but the leader decide after a meeting with Dr. Madabio, he decides say him agree to negotiation instead of installation. Him agree to reforms instead of he ask say in 57.15% in one CM. Him agree to Madabio implementing instead of he ask say I want for see me results. So why you they blame now the party will say okay Samura Kamara wait till they go. He say how to do that you wait till find the feta the grass they suffer. You get me? And what has been done cannot be undone. And several other things, then the party is okay. Let me move on. Then people like talk say the party ignore them. The party they ignore this fight. If the party don't ignore this, 2028, now the same thing will happen. Not the same thing will happen. Because 2028, they get a sober leader, a structured leader, a focused leader, a determined leader, a dedicated leader, a leader will not say owe an obligation to the people of this country for make sure say the vote when they cast to them, when he promise them say he go protect them and count results. Now that leader they will go get 2028. So we know they will expect this thing for happen. Then number two again, I don't tell you now. The year where they pass right now, based on this election results, trust me, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. But people they can't steal, they can't blackmail and lie to certain people. But make I just continue. So the question why they ask, and I always ask people in this. Nobody no talk say we know for fet for electoral justice. Nobody no talk say we know for fet for make the results come out. Nobody no talk say we know for fet the illegal thing or the crime that they commit for thief the people a will and they wish. Nobody no talk so. But wait, now APC for fet on SLPP for fet. I mean this fet for package I can't go to the SLPP. Do audio every day attack the SLPP, undermine the government by whatsoever means you're able for do. But instead of that, the APC back on the attack. Why you never attack the APC? And these are people who always say they support Dr. Samura Kamara. You know, somebody tell me something in this there. He said, if somebody tell you, say, you know, Samura Kamara, it means, say, the person mean you deceitful and ungrateful. He said, the person say, if you, na Samura Kamara, the person say, you know, Samura Kamara, that means, say, you know, deceitful somebody they lie. And you know, ungrateful somebody. Now, I mean. He said, because if you look at what is Samura Kamara Dipa, now, up to today, 125, then they cause arrest by Koguma. The very person will make we sabi Samura Kamara today. Samura Kamara they do audios them. Samura Kamara they not Twitter. Samura Kamara they talk about peace. He talk about sanity. He talk about the fact that people will stop for cause on his behalf. No statement, no disclaimer. Like, oh, get people around one. Richard Conte don't do him, Petit don't do him, several people around one, including the party itself. We condemn all vulgar language. You get me? But Samura Kamara refuse. And Samura Kamara knows say the same people who they can lie and give propaganda. Once they promote them, now the very people there, they castigate the former president. Let we forget, say Dr. Anesbai Kuma and APC person himself. Let we forget say now we chairman and we leader. Let we just take aside the former president. What the disrespect? What a disrespect, Dr. Samura Kamara. And you're not saying anything towards that. I'm not going to person say, it says then tell you in Samura Kamara. It means say you deceitful and ungrateful. And indeed, if you check them, it might be correct. There is possibility me I get 85% say correct. Because the fight where they go on against the APC, anyhow we look at whether we accept it or not, it affects the APC. The APC progress over the goal, but it affects the APC. There is no two way about that. We can't lie about it. We can't avoid that fact. It affects the APC. And Dr. Samura Kamara get a solution to them. But you go meet Mother Bill, say because the country not be at peace. But you never can meet the party where the party not at peace. You see, I said yesterday, and I say again, say sometimes it was a miracle where Samura Kamara not win the election. Because maybe if Samura Kamara for win this election, if I don't come on bad part we all. Seriously, because Samura Kamara don't bring aliens. People already tell you plain, we not get party card. In fact, we will go for my own party for ready. Now then people in Samura Kamara surround himself with. Now then people in advisors. Now then people in Samura Kamara be they work with. It's just like go Samura Kamara be doing finance. Like how they explain to me, you know, ever meet Samura Kamara finance. They say Samura Kamara in employment them. If you not sabi in wealth, if in wealth not recommend you, know they employ you. Now if you go look there, most of the people who will be there, people who are common in wealth in own side. In tribe, in region. Me not tribalism for can say this and no. Now in wealth in inside, now in wealth in contact. Most of the people who be there finance now through Samura Kamara in wealth. And again, I believe Samura Kamara is heavily influenced by his wife. Heavily again influenced by the mommy. With much respect to you, ma. Heavily influenced. When you see them tell me that the mommy na make go say mo go see that man. Na me in-law. Mo go say to this people. Plus the pastor. So if we get a kind leader there, will be influenced by another person for lead we. Then I wonder who will be the head to. I wonder whose side will be the head to. So when they say Mother Bill is illegal, yes, it's true. But who that make Mother Bill legal? Now Samura Kamara. Samura Kamara ain't get all the yastic for me some Mother Bill day whose side they so they like today. And now make I go back to the Liberian and issue, this president will come. And the issue of handing over. Make you understand simple logic, yeah? Let's assume, say, this Liberian president will come, he come really for convince mother, say, hand over power. Wait till the ECOWAS don't get a meeting inside, I think, was it November last year? I not check the date, but I will check them. I think it was November last year, they don't get a meeting. Then the 42nd meeting of the Joint Chief of Staff, where be sanctioned or summoned. That means then summoned and the ECOWAS head of state that then some of that meeting they for me the Joint Chief of Staff military so German they get the meeting. After they get that meeting they then say they go send force. Let's assume say they say they go send force as for Campus Madabiu. Let's assume. I believe say before the ECOWAS head of state they meet, they don't engage with Madabiu. They don't agree. So there's someone the ECOWAS and ECOWAS decides okay, well, they can't send troop. Said they will not send troop. But let's assume say that's what it happen. Now. If ECOWAS don't take the decision, what the ECOWAS they send another person for can't talk to Madabiu for? Then they afraid Madabiu. Then if this happen, I'm not fit to say by now for say a military build up. What's a military build up? When attention for say ECOMOG want take Sierra Leone, no say now for don't engage ECOMOG for the area them. Now BBC and several other places them how they prepare themselves like how it be happen in Senegal where na Gambia. Where for over 1 or 2 weeks, would I say this troop don't they don't gather themselves in Senegal for launch into Gambia? No officer over there, mi famulema rest assured now. There is no ECOMOG coming for remove Madabiu. ECOMOG they come as a deploying force na Sierra Leone for make sure say they help for bring sanity, can Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, and also train the military force na Gambia. That's what they're coming for. There is nothing. Obviously, the implementation of the tripartite, then go for the ASO, they're going to be part of the process. You get me? But there is no military involvement into Sierra Leone matters, as Sierra Leone is a sovereign state, being guided by constitution. And the constitution make it clear, say, the ECSL chairman, I get the right. Now, I make nobody not get right for declare himself. Now, I get the right for declare who that win. You get me? Eh? And the process of election, it starts from the registration of people till reach to the selection of a leader. Was that not done? It was done. And then swear in, also, so they don't swear in, they don't done. Election, the constitution sign not done. The constitution say, if you get any problem, go na court. Samura Kamara refuse for go na court. Then the party say, okay, you know they go na court. He say, I know go na court. I know Kemi law go na court. Me Kemi family go na court. To marry don poil so. Is this one know they go na court? And say, okay. Well, if you know they go na court, well, we as a political party, we take stand. We are people them. We know the agreement and go na parliament. Don't say Samura Kamara say in so. Don't say Samura Kamara say na host. In what the pressure? He say mo go see the power. In what go they complain because that's how I believe. Because what are they saying in what pressure? Complaint come up from pastor. Pastor can meet Samura. They talk to Samura. They say, okay, mo go to madam, mo go meet him on so date. We nobody no. Then rap. Samura come and go discuss. We all life to madam. We all progress. You go discuss and to madam. Say nothing. I'd allow you make you finish. Or mo go sign. Then when I go they misbehave because I go for tell people and say, would they fight for electoral justice? Would they fight? I go for call you illegal government. I go for talk about but understand now the process. Madam say, so no problem. I understand politics and reggae. Pass the reggae. Do the politics, fool them, confuse them, give them everything they wire. Una just did know what's not inside to myself. Una try it, I don't get problem. Once you not affect me, I don't get problem. Una confuse yourself. Now make matter be way you want to talk, you go ask una leader, they mean go tell una the truth. It don't done, it need talk more. Because now any part of the service down there for keep and silent, according to Samura Kamara. So if the party don't tell you now, say, let me move on. We know say we win, but we'll move on. The party technically let's go tell we say, we don't get to wait for faith again. There is already binding document. We don't permit this man for continue. Led by Samura Kamara, decision of Samura Kamara. Samura Kamara talk say, in the initiator of the dialogue. Any man ain't talk am. Dialogue will not talk about results. Dialogue will not talk about in 57.15%. Dialogue will not talk about for install am. Isn't the initiator? The dialogue, every two we talk about that for promote SLPP. And inside the same document Dr. Samura Kamara signed, then they call Madam Biode His Excellency the President of Sierra Leone. Inside the document. Then they refer to Samura Kamara as the former flag bearer inside the same document. Then they refer to the APC as the opposition. Then they refer to SLPP as the government of Sierra Leone. Inside the document, Samura Kamara signed them. They don't even say the caretaker. Samura Kamara they address Madam Biode. He address them as His Excellency the President of the Republic. There's Madam Biode direct in the address Samura Kamara as the former flag bearer. You see, more wake up, me family. Me politician not fool me. Samura Kamara, you know, I can na nice person. I just don't know what in the effect to Samura Kamara or what in they confuse him. I don't really understand who that then they use him because the people are already behind Dr. Samura Kamara. Some of them be on the SIPP. Some of them be don't go C4C. Some of them be don't go yanda. Some of them be don't go yanda. Now people will not even get past. They're not even in a APC. They're not even in a APC. And these are the people who Samura Kamara they listen to. He ignore a party. A party there in this chaotic situation. Samura Kamara not come out and can't talk to the people. Somebody say, well, where is Samura Kamara go gain? If Samura Kamara, they tell we say it affects for electoral justice, where don't sell game already, or you don't give up to Madam Biode. Yes, you get putting for game. Because Samura Kamara they keep himself relevant for then at the limelight until 2028. I mean until 2026, when he said to go contest. Because he don't register. I don't know if I know that, he don't register. So Samura Kamara they make himself relevant, keep himself at the limelight. Until 2026, when they come and say, okay, we're 18, since this don't happen, what has been done cannot be undone. And they come back. Now I make it tell you and say, for now, you're not interested. For now, you get that to remember. For now. William, you want eat? Oh, for now, no. For now, no, I eat guess right now. You know, that don't mean I know they eat guess soon. It mean now. I know they eat guess now. So someone come and make a for now. Meaning interested. But for now, he focus by electoral justice first. How you focus by electoral justice first? It's saying for pull result. How they go pull result? People don't tell you the constitution saying a summary, and the summary they out. It didn't have their website. Dr. Samura Kamara say no, it's not the website. They don't make it clear to you. The step when you get for all and then thought for me and Guillaume, when are the tripartite and the agreement for national unity, you went ahead and signed. Signed to an agreement will not get nothing for do towards progress and development of APCians, for move the lives of citizens of this country. Document will not get nothing for do for make sure say we transform from this anarchy to better democracy. Document will not get nothing for do with the lives or justice for the lives of lost citizens of this country. Document will not get, agreement will not get nothing for do with changing the economical status of this country. But agreements will get a lot for do with the continuous hardship of the people of this country. An agreement will get a lot for do with the continuous pain where Mother Bio continue to put away. Agreement will get a lot for do with the continuous injustice where they gone at this country. Agreement will get a lot for do with the continuous insecurity within this country. Agreement will get a lot for do with the continuous lack of freedom what people get at this country. Who's kind of this? So some of the things that we really need for the consider them, we really need for the look into them, and we really need for the understanding. Many people are not kind of like we. People are just saying committed to smooth transition of power. Means say they all too. Then they work with that. And any time where you reach to a point where they for hand over power, then go do one. And the next one that be for hand over power. Now the time and last time this, you get for hand over power. So now something we get, then need for begin tell I want to bra. You go for hand over power, you know, eh? So we go for be committed to that. He said, okay, yes, I go for be committed. I understand. Where you should go do one. You get me? That was the point. So people in the country now say that they can't go hand over power tomorrow, that they can't hold this tomorrow. Now lie. Now make una listen the audio from the beginning to the ending, and I not interrupt. So when you are listening, you go reverse and you listen and back. You say you not get and clear, you reverse for yourself, you listen and back. Make me not try to say I'm your word. Now make a plan first before they discuss them. Make somebody don't can take and say, I really am manipulated, try for manipulate you. Now make it talk first, we'll get a concept and we aid before you play. No. I left on freely. Dr. Samura Kamara, you got for wake up to the APC. Do you not be that ingrate, like how people don't begin to categorize you as an ingrate, not be that ingrate. Be that respectable, honorable somebody, we appreciative, and we what if I say? We not only appreciative, but in accept it and do good for her. I don't forget whose word for use, but in accept the goodness what they offer to them. Easier for make a whole political party like APC look you and say, brah, you can head we. Easier when Agnes Baikoma look you among all in cousin them, in brother and sisters them, in best friend them, the one that we don't work with from Nanti Oboko, people always fetch for them. We put in a power because that time the Honorable Michael Mansari said the contest. Honorable Michael Mansari, now one person wake out and by Koma is APC. He said the contest. He look all the people and they say no, Samura Kamara, yeah, take her. Then you wait and give. We come out from nowhere, you be there, people they tell APC and they fetch for power. You be there enjoy. You wait and give, you become an ingrate to the party. I'm not sure say it makes sense, sir. You got to wake up to the reality. Wake up to the fact. Let's stop for the life of people. There is no democratic fight where they fight. There is no electoral justice fight where they fight. Because results, you not going to forget time. So you forget the result, you don't pass, sir. In an exception to that, again, the electoral justice where they talk about, everything we talk about, it already in the package. So what do you the feds for? What are these feds? They're not going to put that and put you. You know that. You know that. Because if you don't know that, you're not going to tell the people say, well, the process don't start soon. We'll get a transformation when Amigo can be president. You can never be president again under this dispensation or through that 2023 vote. I'm not saying later, but that 2023 vote, you can never be president out of the outcome of that vote, of that election. And you know that. But you continuously, they put people in dark. You continuously, they make people and they feel like for say, things go change when you know say you don't sell game. Now then they blame the party say, we will, but more move on. Anyways, me fambulem. This program becomes in courtesy of the diaspora unit of the Stay Red movement. Where the presenter to now William from the Stay Red movement. We got more for telling now and more things than for discuss as time they go. And I could make sure say are always available for address me people and for talk to now. We could get the informations about what is happening and the way forward of our country. With this, I want to say thank you to we all. Thanks. Peace to we all.